Thank you,
It's
babe.
recording, so just point it at me. You don't have to.
Okay.
Do I?
What do you need?
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. And like every good American, we're going to start off with our Pledge of Allegiance.
Woo!
Hey guys, there's our flag.
If
you're a man, you put your hat over your You want to put a hat over your heart?
Ready? Begin.
Pledge allegiance to the
Flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands
one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Put this on you?
Welcome everybody to the Bridge the Blue rally for our law enforcement. My name is Jill Ehlers. I am a retired police officer. This is my partner in crime, Donna Katie, also a retired police officer, and I'm going to hand it to her real quick.
Hi guys, thank you for attending. We really appreciate it. We put a lot of work into getting these things done, and we really think that you guys come out and do this. Like everybody in the United States right now, we're kind of sick of what's going on, so we need to stand up and show our support for our law enforcement. So that's why we are here today. We've got a couple speakers that are going to speak after we get back. Mr. Gregory McKnight, retired detective from Los Angeles Police Department, 30 years. Yeah, Greg. And then Mr. Bill Hunt, retired from Orange County Sheriff's Department lieutenant after 22 years. He is also running for city council in the city of Laguna Hills. So we're going to hear from him at the halfway break. Back to Jill.
Okay, we're also going to have a Dr. Ron Gellis. Where are you?
Right here.
Are you hiding? There he is, back here. He's our other speaker. We will be having the mayor of Laguna Niguel, Lori Davies, and she's on her way. Oh, she's here? Okay, she's on her way. She's on her way. Before we get started, a few people I want to thank, because we couldn't do this without them, is James, and where's Julian? Julian and Christy. They're phenomenal. Originally we were going to do this rally in San Clemente, and some things happened, I'm sure you guys all know, so we had to change locations. We found out they were going to have one, so we joined forces, and they've been incredible in getting all this together. So thank you so much, true patriots. I also want to thank my brother-in-law, Erwin Ocasio from Search and Rescue San Bernardino Sheriffs. He has helped tremendously. I want to thank Wes Burns. Where are you? Wes, back there holding the tallest flag back there. He donated the waters for us. Another patriot. So, let me just talk about Bridge the Blue. Do some of you, have you read about what this organization is? Maybe not. Okay. And I'm not going to get into a whole lot of details because you can actually go onto their website and find out about this organization. It's a nonprofit organization based out of Texas, founded by a police officer. He's also a pastor. And Bridge the Blue is basically, they're trying to aim to bring the gap between law enforcement and the communities they serve. And so they are the ones that actually started the Bridge the Blue rallies. The way we got started was actually in July when they first started doing these rallies, and we were just frustrated. We were so mad at what was going on. There was nothing we could do about it, which I'm sure the majority of you guys are. And we felt like, what can we do? And we found out they were asking people to be rally captains for their city. And on one day, they were going to have all these rallies going on nationwide. So she called me. I said, okay, so what are we going to do about it? And so we decided to put one on. However, it was last minute, and we didn't think we were going to get enough people. And we found out Wes Burns over here, the other patriot, was hosting his own rally. So we combined forces, and we had a very successful one. About maybe a little over 100 people came out. We had the news came out, so that was really nice. So rally came and gone, and then we got an email from Bridge the Blue asking if we would like to be rally captains again for the one in October. They wanted us to do this in Los Angeles. Well, you know what our answer was to that. It's not going to happen. So we picked our own location and we chose out here in Orange County. You know, we got a lot of supporters out here, and that's what really matters. So, schedule of events. What we're going to do, you do not have to do the walk. You can stay here. There's going to be some people that are going to be staying here. We are going to exit out on, what is the name of this?
Santa Margarita Parkway.
Santa Margarita. I'm from the high desert, so we're going to hang a right. We're going to go about 8/10 of a mile to the lake. Once we get down there, we'll have some waters down there. If anybody wants to take a break, we will have, Bill Hunt's going to be our speaker out there. When he's done, we're going to turn around and we're going to head back. From here is when we're going to have the rest of our speakers. A few things I want to mention. Because we don't want to cause any extra work for our law enforcement, please, please, please stay on the sidewalks. Obey the traffic signals. I mean, this is a good group, so I know that's not going to be an issue. If by any chance you come across counter protesters, we encourage you not to engage with them at all, because remember, what we're here for is all about supporting our law enforcement, right? Okay? This is a peaceful rally, not a protest. All right. And we do have our mayor, or the mayor, of Laguna Niguel. This is Laura Davies of Laguna Niguel. She will be speaking as well before we get down to the end. Thank you. Thank you for coming. We do have some waters if anybody needs any water, and there'll be water up by the lake. The other person, and a very, very special person I want to introduce to you, is Pastor James Cadiz. He's from Calvary Chapel, Signal Hill.
First, I just want to say what an honor it is to be here. I'm excited. And, you know, if you were to talk to me about 5 or 6 years ago, one of the things that I actually would have told you is I would have said that pastors don't have a lot of business in political issues. I would have said that, yes. And as I've been watching what's been going on in the country, as I've been really developing conviction from the Spirit of God, I've recognized that if a pastor isn't involved in politics, they're not being obedient to the call of God in their lives. And one of the major reasons I say this is if you look around what's going on in our country right now, you're seeing nothing but lies being communicated. One of the largest lies that's being propagated right now in this community is that the law enforcement officer is hunting minorities. The narrative that's been existing right now within our community and within our nation is that Black Lives Matter Inc., and I'm going to say Black Lives Matter Inc., the organization, they hate families, they hate God, they actually hate black people, and they hate police officers. And one of the things that they're saying is they're saying that police officers are hunting down black people in this nation. And it's just not a true narrative. And I think that that's an important thing to talk about right now. I think facts tell the whole story of what's going on in our law enforcement community and in the world today and in our nation. If you want to look at facts, in 2019, there were 385 million contacts that were made in the United States with law enforcement officers.